We've just now received information that Kathleen Wynne has publicly admitted that she will not, and her Liberal Party will not win the next election on June 7th. She has publicly admitted that. She has come to terms with it, and she has said she will not be the next premier, and Ontario will elect a new government. So a couple of things I want to talk about and mention. First of all, I think at this point in time, attacking Kathleen Wynne and going over all of the damage that she has done to Ontario, and she has done a lot of damage to Ontario. She has been the worst premier in Canadian history. And she says she's sorry, not sorry. Well, she's not sorry for jacking up our hydro bills to the point where a lot of people are choosing between heating their homes and buying food for their families. She's not sorry for chasing out all those jobs, and many of them go to America and right in the hands of Donald Trump, making Donald Trump even more popular with Americans for creating jobs, many of those jobs at the expense of Ontario. She's not sorry for all of the damage that she has done to Ontario, both fiscally and socially. So she's out of the picture. I think attacking her now and going over all that stuff would actually border on stupidity and would border on nastiness. I think she is a dead horse, and to attack a dead horse, it's almost like taking a baseball bat and beating the body of it. You just don't do that. So she's gone. The thing is that many of those voters who are saying that they support liberals, a lot of those people are so brainwashed and so foolish and so stupid that they actually think that voting for the NDP would be changed for the better. And I've said this over and over and over again. Anybody who thinks that has a serious psychological problem. I have more respect for somebody's intelligence if they went to the voting booth and voted for a liberal. Kathleen Wynne's liberal. I have more respect for their intelligence if they went for the liberals than if they went for the NDP expecting change. At least the person who votes liberal, he will say, well, I like Kathleen Wynne. He would come out and he would say, she's been great. I don't care what anyone says. I'm voting liberal. That's it. I'm always going. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I have more respect for that person than somebody and their intelligence. I have more respect for that person's intelligence than somebody who goes into the voting booth and says, well, I don't like Kathleen Wynne. I'm going to vote NDP because that's real change. Change my ass. Under Andrea Horwath, the NDP supported most of Kathleen Wynne's budgets. Every year, the government brings out a budget. The NDP supported most of them. There were a couple of times when the NDP had the balls to stand up to the Liberals. Once was in 2014. They said, no, we ain't supporting this. It's a con. It's a sham. We're not supporting this budget. And then the 2014 election came along. But other than that, they supported most of the Liberal budgets, and these budgets are the core reason why Ontario is such an unaffordable, economically depressed hellhole that it is. The NDP supported that, so that's not right there. That disqualifies them. Andrew Horwath should be. For anybody who says that Kathleen Wynne has been a terrible premier, Andrew Horwath should be immediately disqualified from their vote. I'd sooner, okay, you might like Doug Ford. I would sooner go green then. But that's one thing, okay? Number two, Andrea Horwath supported the Green Energy Act. Now, that's one of the biggest reasons why Ontario has such expensive hydro rates. The Green Energy Act. It's been an economic disaster for Ontario. It has made Ontario so unaffordable. People have to choose between heating their homes and eating, going to the grocery store and buying food and stuff. They can't do as much of grocery shopping as they want to. And even if they do go to the grocery store, all the groceries are so expensive because hydro rates, thanks to the Green Energy Act, she supported the cap and trade, which is another reason why things are so expensive. Andrea Horwath, before this election, was a puppet to the Liberals. And now Andrea Horwath has come out, even though she said she wasn't even going to think about it, she has come out and said, if we win, if the NDP win, and, we get a minority, she has suggested that she may form a coalition with Wynne's Liberals. The same why not the PCs? Okay, let's just think for a second. And be honest, people. I know there are some liberals and socialists out there who are ready to cuss me out. I'll say, go to hell with you. Go jump off a bridge into the nearest. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. I don't think about you. Those kind of trolls I don't think about. But be honest with yourself. The NDP, why is it that they immediately flock to the Liberals? They say that if they get a minority, they may ask for support and cooperation from Kathleen Wynne. Why not the PCs? What if the Green wins a seat? Why does she automatically go to the Liberals? She didn't mention Doug. Why? She's saying, if the NDP, and she said it on the radio on June 1st, which is yesterday. I believe so. Yeah, yesterday. It's June 2nd now. She said, we have to, what's at stake here? Let me pull up the quote, actually. Let me pull up this quote that this puppet of the Liberals said. I have it right here, actually. Andrea is a puppet. She's a puppet of the Liberals. Y'all think, change for the better. Y'all are fools. If we get there on June 8th, and that's a decision that has to be made, the question would be, would Kathleen Wynne be willing to work with me? That's the thing. There it is. Why not Doug Ford? Why not go ask him? Because the Liberals are more closely aligned with the NDP. That's why. It's not real change. It's the same thing. In fact, it's probably worse. Hey, if I would sooner have Kathleen Wynne. I was about to call her Jezebel, but I wouldn't call her Jezebel anymore. She's a dead horse. I think Andrea Horwath is I call her Jezebel 2.0. I'd rather Kathleen Wynne come back and stay and come back than the NDP. They would be even worse. They'd be even worse. I think Ontario that would be the end of Ontario. I think Ontario is on the edge of the abyss. I think it would be the end of Ontario if they were elected. And she immediately goes to the Liberals, the same Liberals that have 14% approval rating. I mean, give me a break. You all think that this is real change? There's only one party which is real change. You may agree with the change, you may disagree with the change, but I mean, Doug Ford and the Ontario PCs are the only change that would be real change. I mean, you may agree with the change or disagree, but I mean, the PCs haven't been in power since 2003. We tried the Liberals for years and years now, and it's just, Ontario's gone downhill. It's gone downhill. I mean, that's just the way it is. So I think we should support the real change and see what they have to offer. The NDP is not real change. As I said, I have more respect for someone's intelligence who goes into the voting booth and votes Liberal than for somebody who goes and votes NDP. So that's my thing. And Kathleen Wynne is gone. She's dead. I don't know. She'll probably, go back to teaching or maybe write a book or just retire. I mean, I wish her well. She's a human being. I mean, I don't have anything personal against her. I mean, it's not like the long-haired Mac Daddy, Justin Trudeau. I really don't like. I hate him personally, and I hate him as a politician. Justin Trudeau, I can't stand him, and I will. But Kathleen, I mean, she's been a terrible politician. God bless you. Go on, do your thing. Be with your grandchildren. Try and rekindle a relationship with your family. I know you betray your children when you went off with Jane, and you virtually abandon your husband, but you know, do something like that. Anyway, this is the Iran Nation. And one more thing. If you are a person who says that you like Doug Ford, but you don't plan on voting and you don't have a good reason, you might as well get the hell off this channel. I don't have anything to do with you. You're a lazy, slovenly bum. I mean, this is the province that we're talking about, where we live. If you don't have a good reason not to vote, but you say you like Doug Ford and you don't plan on voting, get your ass off my channel. I want nothing to do with you. You're a lazy bum. So that being said, I have to get that off my chest because there are some people who've been saying, I don't feel like it. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with you then. This is the Iran Nation.